sure where the camera is. I think it's right there. Yeah. So we're gonna do these to start out, if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Can you? Oh, you can, yeah. Is it backwards? I don't know. So single stroke roll, double stroke roll, buzz rolls, paradiddle, flam, flam tap, tap flam, the 5, 7, 13, 25, and now we're going to introduce the drag, the deadbeat drag. So don't confuse it with an open drag. So anyway, so we're gonna set this up here and we'll make it look at who's here. Everybody say hi, everyone. All right, so let's do a single stroke roll to start out. Let's get started. So we're gonna go up in speed, and then we'll try to come back down, all right? After we get up there. I love the slow strokes. That sounded a little weird. Sorry. So anyway,
You fit right in.
yeah. So when we get up to the speed, that speed, we should be using our fingers to try to get the sticks to invert. Come back up and down. Fingers. So fingers, this part, not this, and not this. Right? So finger, finger, finger. Or, okay, so remember that when you get up to that fast speed. All right, double strokes. You want to start the doubles and we'll follow y'all. Y'all! Okay, you say y'all. We're in y'all country.
Yeehaw! All right.
You gotta come back out now. Yeah, cool. So I liked about that especially was that when we got to the buzz that we didn't go super fast with the buzz because we want to play the buzz at a slower rate so we can get that full buzzing sound, all right? Per stroke, nice full buzzing. So that was good. That was really good. So everyone has a little different transition from each little area, from played to wristed to bounce. Okay, so the difference from this to bounce, you see how my arms become involved, right? Turn this a little bit. Oh my God, I look like Jabba the Hutt. It's just the lens, it's the bad lens there, yeah. So that bounce, when you get to the bounce, it's really one movement down, and the second tap is sort of like on the way up. And I will review this, and we'll continue to that loose bounce. It's a weird thing, you know? You know, and if you're used to doing down, 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 which we talked about before, you know, and where both strokes are down, da-da, da-da, they'll stay closed, if you will. You know, they'll stay tighter together. It's hard to get them to be playing down to get them to be separated. You know, if you're playing down as opposed to that. Right. right? So we can see something to the left. So that's good. I'm trying to let the stick do all that work. Look at that left hand, yeah. Okay, so you gotta bounce it, though. That's good. All right, we did the buzz roll already. Hey, Rod Deadville, you get the story. What did you do, wipe something off? What was that? Wipe off the grease?
We're all gonna be doing that now.
I'm not hitting the pickup note either.
Good, we'll come out then. Yeah. So it's weird. The paradiddle movement. It's a combination of the single stroke roll and the double roll. You know, but it's like they come intermingled very quickly. So there's that double again. Bounce double, you know. So easy bounce. Yeah. So you start thinking of it as movement as opposed to sticking. So if you can do this, it's a pretty easy switch. And that's a nice little exercise to do. So same rhythm, singles, doubles, paradiddle. Okay, so we'll work on getting that speed up. In the scores that we have currently, there isn't any crazy fast paradiddle, so it's not an issue. But eventually, single run 5 and paradiddle movement, at that speed we'll do that. We'll do a 30-second run. Think of that or paradiddle. And it's funny. It's not a thing that, as I find, anyway, as you get into some of these, combination singles and doubles, that the harder I try to force it, it just doesn't work that way. It's the opposite. It's the looseness. Same thing with double. The more on the sticks to do all the work. And that's really exaggeration. I'm really not holding the sticks at all, barely. Doing single runs. And letting the sticks do the work. But I don't play that way, but just exaggeration of it. Insisting it now. Got a bounce, controlling it back and forth. So, it's good. Flams. Back to me.
Okay.
Right hand flam start, right hand high. Left hand flam start, left hand high, right? So. So here's that tough speed, right? Where is it? Is it here? And so what can you do at that tough speed to make it less arduous for you? What can you do? From the hints that I've given you, ongoing.
Loosen up.
Loosen up. Allow the sticks to bounce. Allow the sticks to do the work. Trust in me. I've taught you to set the sticks in the proper position so that you can do that kind of loose play. And that's the idea. Again, that loose bounce, and it's just all involved, As we can do really fast, if we do faster, if we want to. I don't know if we want to. step, you know. We've gotten to where we can play each one. Oh, I can sort of bounce them a little bit. Here's the other way. Right? Bouncing, but in flam. I think we did that last week, didn't we? We tricked somebody into flam by going. Here's the lefts. And it's a sort of allow us to be free, but that's the idea. If you're set up properly, right and left, you should be just like that. That's good. That's good. We're gonna keep on doing it. So, and that fast flying thing, a lot of work to get that speed. You know, where I trust my hand to do that. Okay, what's the next one? Flam tap. Flam tap. So we're still setting up each flam, right? Right, left, left. It's funny how there's only one big detail, right? All the rest of the notes around it are all small. What's about, what happens here? What is that? What is that? Does it go quicker? It changes. Does it not change? It does change, you know?
Yeah.
It's actually a triple stroke on each hand. The bounce on it. That's speed. Yep. So it's kind of odd to do that, but it gives you an idea. What's the essence of that movement? What do you have to really do physically to do that? In a row,
We used to
right?
do those.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yes. We used to practice on a pillow. Yeah.
Triple stroke.
Practice on a pillow for the triplets on each hand. We would play rolls that way back. in the day.
Yeah, wrist every single note.
Oh my God. Also, to help with the drum roll, I would have, well, I learned, and then
Yeah.
my students do,
Yeah, to get it even sounding, yeah.
to get an accent on that second note,
Yes.
so it helps develop the roll.
It's funny that relates to the bounce,
Yeah.
you know? The idea with that, and the reason they taught that, these people have taught that, is so you don't get this sound. So it's tap, 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 tap. You know, big note on the first, it's supposed to be even. Yeah.
But this was drum corps style.
Oh, no, it's the same.
You know, this was not this beautiful style.
I think it's the same
Pretty
thing.
jazzy kind
Yeah.
of.
Lucy
Yeah.
tell you. Okay, we did flam taps. Okay, 5 stuck rolls. We'll go through the rolls real quick. So 5 stroke roll will be buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap. So right start, left start, right start, left start. Can you zoom real quick? Yes, you can, yes.
Yeah,
All right, we do play 5-stroke rolls that quick in a few spots. Do this one.
yeah.
That. Yeah, that's a little 5-stroke roll. It's
Yeah.
not that one, it's the second one. Right? We do play a little 5-stroke roll, but not that often. But it is that quick. We'll get to it. Sevens. So does that, you know, start with 7? Okay, so why do we call, what are the numbers? What's with the numbers, you remember that? Why do the rules have numbers? Can anyone from the popcorn gallery answer that? No. Why do they have numbers?
That's the number of strokes.
Strokes, yeah, yeah. So if it was played, like in the instance of the 5, if it was played in this open version, you get to count the strokes. So instead of being buzz, tap, it's double, tap, as the open version. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know the number of strokes when it's open version, that's how we name them. Right and left, of course. So 13 would be, and then right hand start, left. Good. Good, okay, do the roll off, the whole roll off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be hands, to the right, quick, march. That one there, right?
3 beats.
Right, quick, march. 1, 2, 3, again, right. Pull, pull on the left. Things on the left, right? Oh, correct. Yeah, I've never played in record rules on the left. There were bands that used to do, to get extra buzzes in, they put an extra buzz in and then end up on the left, straight on the right and the left. So it'd be like. Just to get an extra little in there, in case they were excited or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
The band used to play the opening roll, the roll off with accents like this. Jesus.
Right, I know. Right, not in duple
Yeah.
bass, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're all not doing that together, then.
Sounds like cuckoo, yeah.
Exactly. I'd rather have a
Nice
nice clean
evening.
roll. Yeah.
An extra one.
Yes.
So that's good. So we're gonna look, we got through all those. Everyone, there aren't any pages at all. No, it's on the rudiment page, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna look at the drag, the deadbeat drag, and what is that? This is on page 39. So the drag consists of 2 strokes. It's, I'm not gonna read it like this because it makes it sound inverted. It's actually a deadbeat and a tap, as opposed to a tap and deadbeat. It's a deadbeat, meaning, what's a deadbeat? And that just means it's like this little tiny buzz stroke, but it's really short, really short. You know, we want to be absolutely dying like that.
So
So it's
you're
just,
not doing the.
not yet. We're gonna do deadbeat, so it's that. In other words, it's not an open drag, and it's not a roll movement or a rock. You know, it's actually more closer to the flam sound. So much like that, except now.
Man, that's distinguished.
Yeah, the drum is a lot more.
What is the point?
It does sound cool on the drum. So here's an example that's the point of it. And this is, I mean, I debated on actually bringing this in, but it's something that we should learn. You're gonna have to learn it eventually, you know. And not in these mass band scores, but the previous ones had drag movements in them. So, I mean, we'll work on it for a while. It's not something I expect people to grab right this second, because it's a completely new stroke. It's a stroke, because we've done taps, and we've done doubles, and we've done buzzes. Oh, guess what? No, there's another one. This deadbeat thing. Which we, deadbeat. So we can learn it just as this, and it'll be a sound, but actually the best way to just learn the jazz is to play as a flam first, and then that's it. Just a deadbeat. And I'm not keeping that, I'm not gonna go like this and keep that stick down there forever. And I'm not gonna have it so that it sounds after the tap, although it's not this sound either. The buzz is not, that's after the tap. We want it to be before the tap, okay? So here's a little variation on it here. I'm gonna do bad, 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 good, 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 and then bad, 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 bad. So bad. I'm gonna get higher. That's acceptable. Oh, that's bad. It's backwards. Okay, so here we go. Flam, drag, flam, drag. Let's do that right hand flam, and the right hand flam and right hand drag. It's the same feel, really it is. It's just the second. The grace note is being deadened and putting pressure down. I'm not putting a lot of pressure down. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure down to make it sound like it's a really short buzz stroke. Yeah. And yet, you can't think of it as it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be part of that main note. It has to be part of that main note and not be up to the main note. It's not releasing to the note. You're actually doing this together almost. It's pretty close together.
Yeah.
But it's not together. It's just before.
It's hard to distinguish from the fan.
On the pad it is big time. On the drum it's not. You can hear the difference, yeah. A couple things happen to it. When you put down onto the head, that changes the tone of the head. Because you're pressing down into it and then you're plopping a tap afterwards. So that membrane is going to do some weird stuff at the beginning. Yeah, they're not the most loved things, no. But once you get used to them, you can do some pretty cool stuff. And some movements, you know. Because every flam rudiment can also be a drag movement. All of a sudden you've increased them. I mean, it is that way open, but not always. I mean, it's like you would never play an open flam into like a flam like a mill. You know, like, maybe go, I mean, it sounds really cool, but we would do that. We more likely go with a drag. Okay, so again, the drag difference, the sound is minimal, yes. On the pad, absolutely, it's a minimal sound difference. But on the drum, it's really good. So again, let's do right flam, right drag. It's not written in here yet, but we'll go through it. It's actually on page 39. 39. All right. Flam, drag, okay, we're ready and go. Flam, drag, flam, drag. So this is relaxed now. The flam feels like so relaxed compared to the drag. Weird, huh? Yeah, weird. Let's try the other way around just to make it really feel weird. Left hand flam, left hand drag. Left hand flam. Yeah. They are not liked by some. Because it's so different, you know? It's like opposite of being fluid. Tight. Yeah. And it's not a big sound. It's just a... So for instance, what we can do with this now is do drag, you know, we're not going to introduce them today, but drag taps. Flam tap. It is a little different when you start getting into, huh?
It's dead.
It's dead, yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah. The other thing dead beats are used, and there aren't too many scores anymore, but used to be, it was a popular thing to do at one point in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Yep. So, like that dead beat. So that is used in DCI. DCI definitely uses that now, yeah. In fact, there's quite a few Scottish, quite a few Scottish rudiments that they've
picked out.
Yeah, very cool. Dead beat thing. Tap rolls. See people doing, you know, instead of doing, you know. You know, doing stuff like that. You see that now. But anyway, so the drag is something we'll work on a little bit. We're not going to go crazy on it, but we're going to have to introduce it a little bit. So on page 39, and I'll make sure that I make it in the notes what we're going to be doing, but we'll do A and D on page 39, and we'll do page 40. You only decided like 40 for some reason? Oh, come on. What is page? It dragged up? What was it?
it sounds like a flam is 2 notes, the tiny space in between the
Yeah,
two.
yeah, because I've taught it very open, yes.
So you've got 2 beats, or you've got 2 sticks at the same time, or
Oh, yeah.
slightly apart,
Right,
like that
yes.
sound and this sound can be separate or at the same time or just slightly off.
Right, yeah.
And the drag
And
is
what we're looking
just slightly
for,
off, so it extends the 1 note.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, so when you're,
I'm not explaining it well, but
No,
that's
no, I
what
know
it sounds
what
like
you're
in my head.
you're looking at, from that or,
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It takes time to
You're-
wrap around it,
I understand.
So, we said page 39, right, A and B, and on page 40, it starts to introduce that drag double. I'm not gonna worry, we're not gonna get into that yet, but, so we will come back to that, we're gonna skip page 40 for now, because I wanna look at, paired to the next one, 41, A and B areas. Page 41 E and B, which is flam parallels now, okay? Plot, tat, 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 plot, tat, 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 which, and he doesn't introduce it as flam parallels, but that's what it is, it's flam parallels, it tricks you into playing it. Shut, tat, 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 plot, tat, tat, tat. So same kind of idea when you're doing the parallel, when you have all that time now, but guess what, you got less time because you gotta throw a flam at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
So first half of it is alternating, and then the last half of it is double. Double. Good. So you have to do some repetitions on that. So this has all different sequences of placement of the flams. Yeah, did you see it? It's like flams everywhere now. If you look at the, on page 41, A and B, there's flams everywhere. I mean, there's all different spots in the flam placement. So it's on the first, the second note. And that's probably why he didn't introduce it as flam parallel, because he's not telling you it's there. It is there. But then there's all these other variations too. Flam, plot, that, plot, that. So we'll certainly look at those.
Okay.
So let's look at A, page 41, section A, the second measure with the flam on the second beat. I don't know how it feels. I like how that feels. It swings back and forth nicely on the hands, I think. So again, I'm not going to give you all the secrets. You guys got to spend the time on, obviously. The A, line 2, page 41, line A, section A, but the second line. Flams on the and, but and, ready, and you, and. Yeah, that feels good. That feels normal. Why is that? Right, left, right, left, 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 left. And that's another rule that tricks into playing, you didn't know it. That is the flamed mill, it's just, it's offset. So that's cool. Now, the most difficult one is the last grouping, which is with the flam on the end of the parallel movement. Because they're playing tap, flam, as opposed to flam, tap. Because that's that punchy feel. Right, left, right. That's a weird
Yeah,
punch.
it is.
You have to punch out at it. Yeah. Make sure you're doing the left hand flank too. Left, right, left, left.
Yeah.
That's hard, that's hard.
Okay,
yeah.
so if we look back at tap flam, that is tap flam, tap flam, tap flam, tap flam. So right beat, right flam, left beat, left flam, which we didn't do. We completely skipped over it. Oh, well. What we remembered later, which was good.
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll let y'all work on that. Of course, now then the swingy version of it, you know, in B line, section B. Check, check, my favorite spot on the E, one E, and then on the and, but check, and then check, and then yeah, even harder. Whew. Yeah, it's harder for sure. That's good though. Good stuff. So we were on 41, and we're not going to do. We're probably going to review most of this next week. Anyway, all right. So let's just continue on. We'll do the next page 42, which is the parallel advance. Okay. Now I told you that there are 30-second note parallel movements. One and the that's that first. And then just yeah, okay. Let's just do that. Oh, it's the same thing over and over. 3 times.
Well, then it does the double 3 times in the single.
Yeah, so it's all the same thing, right? Oh no, it goes the other way around. Okay. All right, just the first measure, and we'll end on the left hand of the second, the first beat of the second measure, okay? So we're on page 42, just section F. Yeah, the beginning of just that first measure. Ready and ready and go and 1 and go 2 and go. And then it goes to the left hand. It's the left hand version. Ready and go and. Okay, cool. Next one, back to the right hand. Ready and go in. Oh, wait a minute. There's something different.
Yeah.
Single 1 of 5. Oh, look at that, huh? Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's cool, because it keeps you on the same hand. Yeah, keeps you on the same hand for the next measure. Oh, then it gets crazy, last measure. Single 1, parallel, single 1, parallel, single 1, parallel,
I love it.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brain.
Yeah, it's great, yeah. So we'll let you work through that stuff because it's fun.
Yeah, and I think that kind of stuff right here is great for warming up. We used to do this, warm up, 2 single paradiddles, alternating hands, 2 double paradiddles, triple, 2 triples. And back down, 2 doubles.
2. Oh, so you did like
So it's a pyramid.
grid it up and then grid down.
Right.
They call those grids now.
Grids.
They call them grids.
Oh, my.
Can you believe that? They say, okay, we're gonna do a grid, and I'm like, what does that mean? And they just have like a sequence where things run down like
It's a rhythmic,
it's a rhythmic grid.
what's the word? Palindrome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it starts at
It's
simple,
backwards,
it goes up and then it comes
Yeah.
back down. Yeah. They do these grids that just like, they do stuff on one on one, on E, on and on duh. But they add stuff into it all the time. They do these grids, you know?
Yeah.
I can't keep my head straight anymore.
It's tough, but.
You have to be under 21 to remember grids. Evidently. So, yeah, so we'll work on these things.
Okay.
You know, there are sound files for every single one of these things.
Wow.
I don't know if you want them or not. I have them. You can certainly, I have them like on my server somewhere. I know they're there. I looked at them, it's like, no videos though, just sound
Just
files.
sound sometimes helps, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'll reference some. What I'll probably do is, I think they're on my Dropbox, so I'll probably have to see how it's organized.
Yeah, we're fine.
If they're well, like, marked, which is which, and what goes with what. If
Right.
it's well marked, then I'll just go ahead and post them up, and then people can take a look, because, you know, as these start to get a little bit more complicated, you might wanna have an example there while you're discovering.
Exactly, yes, exactly, yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna shut this off, because that's what we're gonna be covering for this week, and we'll continue on here, so. Guys, be safe.
See you next week.
Yeah. You sure you wanna stop? Yeah.